We can just go with questions.
Questions?
Coach, you called a timeout there. I think there was about 5 minutes left in the first half. You guys were down 11, and at that point, you held them scoreless the rest of the way and got to within one. Just what did you tell the team at that point, and what did you think of their response being able to play like they did there?
Well, I challenged them to be more aggressive defensively. They were scoring pretty easily. They were scoring quickly and easily in the man. And we couldn't run, and they're scoring pretty much every time. So we shifted to the zone at that point, and we challenged them to keep the ball in front of us, rebound and run. That's pretty much what we did.
Coach, can you kind of put into words, you missed your last 6 free throws and win a Big Ten road game. That's kind of defies logic there.
Well, good thing we were up by enough points at that point. We're a good free throw shooting team, and it's obviously frustrating when you're missing like that. We had a chance to put the game away, but we kept our composure enough to get the W.
What about what you got from Matt there, especially both like at the end of the first half and then just having it carry over into the second half like it did?
He was spectacular tonight. I mean, he was all over the place defensively on the glass. When we were struggling offensively late in the first half, he bangs 2 threes in a row. That really, I think, propelled us. Because, you're on the road, they're cooking, you're down 11. As you pointed out, the game's in the balance right there. It can go from 11 to 21, or it can go from 11 to 1.
In crunch time there, you're going with some young players. Talk about your confidence in the young guys there.
Well, what we've done is we've sort of played 10 players, maybe 11. And as the game goes on, we'll sort of get a feel for who's playing well tonight, and we'll go with those guys. Essentially, a lot of those guys are freshmen, sophomores, and so they're going to be out there. And they're used to being in that situation. We were in that situation last year as freshmen, and our freshmen this year, in particular, White and Oglesby, are not afraid. So I thought Aaron White was fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
Can you put into words what this might mean for a program that struggled to win back-to-back Big Ten road games?
You know what, I don't look at that right now, Rick. I really don't. And I just look at, are we getting better? We have a big road win on Saturday. Can we come in here and play with enough composure to win a game? We did that. That's a big step for us. Now we've got to regroup. We've got one of the best 3 teams in the country coming in on Saturday. All right? Can we play against those guys? They present, Minnesota presented different problems than Wisconsin, and Ohio State presents different problems than Minnesota. So it's all part of the growth process for this team.
Fran, one of the questions everybody might have had was how can you handle success? Do you feel like this game kind of proves that your team's able to kind of put good games to bed and focus on what you got at hand?
Well, I think we did answer that, and I think that's a legitimate question, Scott. I had the same question myself. It wasn't for lack of explaining to them exactly what you talked about. And are we going to be mentally tough enough? Are we going to be smart enough? Are we, one of the things that we did to shorten the game once we got up 7 or 8, I don't remember what the biggest lead we had, we used our fouls that we had to give. So even though we were missing free throws, they were running out of time.
Any specific reason you went with Devin instead of Gabe tonight at all?
Yeah, I struggled with that, but Archie had been spectacular recently in practice. He was sick. He didn't even make the Wisconsin trip. He had migraines. And he came back with the right mindset and had phenomenal practices back-to-back, so I went with him.
Let's go for Steve lost their best player in Trevor Bachman, but they've played 3 pretty close games in the Big Ten. Are you surprised how they've responded without him?
No, not at all. I mean, they've got one of the best coaches in the history of this game. And he's got other talented players. And as much as you miss Mbakwe, what he does, it's his experience as well. You take older guys out, you put younger guys in, but the only way they're going to develop is to get the kind of minutes they're getting. And I think they're responding pretty well. Welsh is tough. I know he's junior, but he's new, and the young guards he has, he's got a multitude of them, all of whom drive the ball, they defend, they rebound. they're gonna win their share of games.
What do you think when Hamisi was driving for that last potential layup?
I was just hoping we didn't foul him. You know, I didn't want 3 there. I figured if he's gonna make it, he's gonna make it, let's go overtime. I didn't want to lose in regulation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Iowa players off